Happy holidays, family. This your girl, Empress Goddess. Welcome to Empress Goddess Presents. Happy birthday to all my Capricorn cousins. What it do, my loves? You gonna get in here. Big Empress Energy, Healing Guys Tarot, and Halo Moon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is 2023 reading. What's going to happen in 2023 in your love life, your finance, career? Okay, here we go. Start with Capricorn. So there will be timestamps below this video. So it'll be Capricorn, Taurus, and a Virgo energy in this video. What does Capricorn need to know? For earth signs, what do you need to know? All right. Yeah. Some of you are looking at the facts of the situation here. Some of you have a person here. I do see a little bit of a player energy, but it's an energy of sometimes a person who wants to win. This is somebody who kind of wants something. They're a little sneaky. Yeah. This is someone who just wants to stay single. This is a person who's a bit of a risk taker, though. They're going to take a little bit of a risk here. Someone's trying to figure something out. Could be where they're just trying to figure out if you're single, too. They might go in this little sneaky way because they want to win. We'll see. Yeah, it's the energy of a crossroads. So is there some kind of a choice here about to take a risk or not take a risk? Could be someone who wants to approach you. You might be a little unapproachable. Okay, could be a risk to approach you. This is interesting. I like this because there's definitely this energy of change. This is somebody here. It could be someone coming back around. Yeah, it's an energy of someone who feels like there's no hope. Definitely I'm feeling Virgo energy. This is someone who's being sneaky, but I feel they're just trying to figure out if you're single or they just want to be single. So you're getting a little heads up here as you move into the new year. But I do see an energy of change. So yeah, you're definitely playing it safe. You're not going to offer too much. But I got to tell you, this is someone who can be a little smug. They want to kind of want you to indulge them, They don't want to give you anything. They want to keep everything to themselves. It's possible this is someone who has some kind of regrets, but I feel as if you take a risk with this person, you may regret it. Okay, little caution, yeah, because it has to do with this person, their financial foundation. They want to keep everything to themselves, but I feel in the end there's going to be some kind of reason to celebrate for you. Okay, because I don't think you're going to go for it. In fact, I feel like you may have a choice between several people. You might be thinking, I'm just going to stay single. I do see you maybe just going off on a whole new path here. I see a lot of change. I feel there's going to be some personal growth where you're going to feel very independent. Someone's got a little Aries in their chart, possibly. But I can see here with this world, this is growth, feeling on top of the world, see? I think you're going to figure this person out very quickly. Okay, I feel like you're going to get their number very quick. They just want to play. They want to stay single. And I feel like what you have here is this person's going to end up looking like a fool because you're going to figure them out. Yeah, you're going to have a reason to celebrate. I feel like you're focused on your money. Okay, see a lot of personal growth, possibly some wealth there too for some of you. Yeah, but you're not going to give to this person. You're not going to give to them. Okay, I can see you not reciprocating. You're moving on. Whoever they are. See, you're not giving them what they want. See, why? Because they're not really invested in you. I think you're going to figure this out very quickly, but something really positive for you. I feel like there's more money coming in for you. You've been investing in something and more money's coming in. There's some kind of change for yourself. You're about to get something you want. You're going to get something you want out of this, okay, whether it has to do with this person. But I feel as though you're very independent. You're taking care of yourself. I feel like you're you're leaving something behind, definitely. You're off on this whole new path. Tell me about this Fool energy for Capricorn. Fool energy for Capricorn. Oh, yeah, you're trusting your intuition. You're very wise. It's not going to feel right. You're not going to go for it. You're off on another path. You're making good choices for yourself this year. Now, I can see you, making some really good choices for yourself. I feel like you're going to figure this person out and you're going to keep it to yourself. Okay, yeah, you're going off on a new path. See, you're not compromising everything that you've worked for here. You're off on a new path. I don't think this person's, they may be compatible in some ways, but they're still kind of sneaky. I think they're just trying to figure out if you're single. And I do think it's someone coming back around. Yeah, see, they're selfish. They want to keep everything to themselves. Yeah, this is a person who'll keep you stuck and single if they come in. You might know them, you might not. Just trust your intuition. If you take a risk, you'll likely regret it, okay? At least make sure they're compatible, they're willing to cooperate and compromise. Yeah, you've got choices. I feel like you've got to have some choices. You might just want to stay friends with this person, or they could be a friend. But I think you're going to make a choice. You're going to trust this. I don't think you're going to give in to this person. I feel like you're protecting yourself. Yeah, I feel like you're very wise. And there you are, walking away. You're moving towards something better. I feel like the end of this, yeah, you've got multiple opportunities. So you've got a few things happening. They could happen all at once, but I see you in an energy of been there, done that with a particular person, or just anyone who's a player. It's just coming in and really just wants to stay single. If somebody here figures out that you're single, they may figure they can take a little bit of a risk and have a good time. Yeah. You're not investing in it. I think if this person does come towards you in that energy, it's possible they're going to regret it and feel like a fool, because your intuition's going to go, sorry, not happening. I've been there, done that. It could be just a type of person, or you might know them. But yeah, been there, done that. You're taking off in another direction. Yeah, you've got choices in love. You're going to have better choices this year. So I feel as though beginning of the year, I do see you saving money, looking at the facts and figures as far as money, okay, and saving as much money as you can. I do see you're going to be enjoying the fruits of your labors, so that's a nice energy. Trust your intuition. You do have to take some little risks, likely calculated, okay, to do with creative pursuits. You may collaborate with somebody on something as well, but it's an energy of compatibility. You're moving away from someone. It's funny because Capricorn and Virgo, there's definitely strong Virgo energy. It doesn't have to be, but it certainly looks like it. I feel as though this is someone who, you're compatible, because you are actually very, very compatible. But there's something about this person, okay? There's something particular about this person. They're not really invested in you the way they should, okay? And I think, this they're going to end up looking like a fool, because you are going to figure them out very, very quickly. And I think you're going to have two choices. Probably it's going to happen quickly. It's going to come in out of the blue. You're going to move towards another person, okay? Somebody a little more compatible. I do see a bond and a connection here with two people. I do think this is someone who's going to come in out of the blue. Like I say, it's someone who's sneaky. So I feel like it's someone who's just trying to figure out if you're single. But I think you're going to realize you need to protect yourself from this person, because they're protecting themselves. They're looking out for themselves here. They don't want to give anything. They want you to give. Indulge me, give to me. We see that all the time. It's really been a big energy lately, at least in my readings. So I feel some of you are starting to really get that. The reciprocity energy, the sacrificing and giving to someone who doesn't give in return. You see? Yeah, you got a new person wanting to court you. Somebody exploring their feelings and emotions. So I see you dating someone. Yeah, oh yeah, you got a new crush coming in. Oh yeah, beautiful energy. You got something new here, Capricorn. You got a new person coming in. I see you being a lot happier as you move into the new year. Now, timing-wise, I don't like messing around with time, because sometimes it'll be dead on for someone and completely off for another. But I feel it's going to be, I see 6, 7, 8. Right there. So I feel, I actually feel these energies are going to come in around the same time. I think you're going to figure this person out very quickly. I think your intuition is going to tell you that they are very compatible in lots of ways. I feel like you're going to see that. I do think you're going to look at it, but I think what you're going to realize is they're not willing to cooperate, okay, or compromise. And I don't think you're going to compromise everything that you've worked for, you see, compatible or not. You're going to move towards someone else here. I can see this person coming in. You got a person who's going to date you. Okay, this is somebody who's going to date you. They're going to, show you that they really like you. They are not ruled by their emotions. They may have Leo in their chart, a little Cancer, maybe a little Gemini, but I wouldn't really go on that. It's more of an energy of two people talking back and forth and communicating. I see this person dating you. I see this person picking you up, taking you out, showing you, that I do feel they're sincere. I do feel this is someone who's going to show you they like you. It's going to take a little time and then they'll express themselves. But this is a new person, high vibrational energy. You're going to move away from this low vibrational person. Yeah, this is someone who'll keep you stuck. So if you are in a situation with someone like that and they've been keeping you stuck in signal, you're going to start to, with that Fool energy, you're going to start to feel it, whether you should take a risk or not. And I don't think you're going to. In fact, I feel like you're going to go off towards this other person. I feel like it's going to happen fairly quickly all at once, but I do think this other person is going to come in out of the blue as well. You see, I see multiple opportunities, but somebody here, it's been there, done that, or you just don't like their energy, the way they come in. The other person looks pretty good. It's hard to say where it'll go, but see, there it is. This is where you recognize something is off with this person. They're not really invested. They're not giving. You're going to, you might kind of hang there for a little bit and see what happens. But you're going to see they're not really invested. Okay. So it's telling you there's an energy of patience. So I think you're going to lose patience with them. But I feel another person's going to come in who's just your type. Okay. They are a little different than your usual type, but they're still your type because they have, there's some water there. So they're definitely watery. I also feel they could be a little fiery. Just a little. Yeah, but I do see the new, and I see the sun shining. So it's a person who takes a little long, they like to explore their feelings. It takes them a little bit of time to express themselves, this second person. Yeah, you're going to know that this person, there's something off. I do think you're going to be tempted by this person at first, but I feel as if you just kind of look at this investment. What is it they want from you? It's like they reach out and they're not really... they're not spending a lot of time with you. I feel like they're just not reciprocating. I don't think you're going to give this person anything. I really don't. In fact, I feel like you're going to sense this right away. Okay, about taking a risk with them. I think you're just going to leave this person behind. It's going to happen and you're just going to go, no, thank you. Yeah, see, they're too much work. They want you to do all the work. You might meet them through work. It's possible. I also see, as far as work goes, I see you going off on a path, collaborating with some people here or doing something creative. You're you're perfecting your craft and your skills this year. You are going to take some risks to do with creative pursuits, maybe jobs, things like that. If you have a job that's not paying you enough money, you might decide to stop investing in it and maybe invest in another job. So it's all the same energy, but just different things going on for some of you. But let's have a look at that Two of Cups energy. Yeah, you've got a King of Wands here. Yeah, you got somebody here who just wants to be single, very focused on that physical. And that's what you're going to know. They're going to come in and be very flirty, fiery, and passionate. I don't think this is somebody who's going to put a lot of effort into it. They want you to do the work, okay? And it's telling you to look at it. The person who puts in the effort, that's this other person. I feel they're going to just show you they like you. They're going to date you, pick you up, do sweet things, give you little gifts, things like that. They're going to do all the appropriate things as they, as you go through this dating period. But I think you're going to quickly move away from one to the other, very quickly. If it doesn't just all happen all at once too. But I can see this change for yourself. Okay, you're going through a lot of change, feeling on top of the world. So I feel like if you have this person, if they are someone who's coming back around, you're just going to keep moving away from this person. Yeah, I feel like you've changed too. I feel like you've gone through some change. And I feel like it is time for change. And I feel like you can likely feel this coming. Lovely, yeah. So there's that passion in the beginning. Some of you are working on something here you're really passionate about. So I do see the possibility of investing in something creative. See you working with some other people. I see a lot of work being done here between two people. Yeah, you're focused a lot on work. You're more focused on your money than anything. You're no fool. I can see it. You're no fool. You're not going to take a risk with this person. Yeah. They could have Aries in their chart or Sag or something, but it's really just the way they come in. They really could be anybody. So don't go on the signs. Don't just think of this reading as, oh, well, you know, the reading said they were a this or a that. Focus on who they are. Focus on the way they talk, the way they communicate. Okay, if you feel like something is off, I think you're going to know very quickly because you're right here looking at the details. Yeah, look at that. See, there's definitely, you know, some of you are more focused on your money than you are your love life. If the right person comes forward, you'll go for it. But I can see that energy. You want reciprocity. You are exploring your feelings. I do think you're emotionally mature. I think you're available, but money I feel is more important to you right now. You're saving your money. You're holding on to your money. You're also protecting yourself, your heart here. Yeah. I feel even though there may even be chemistry with this person, but there's something that's going to feel off. Okay. Don't always go on chemistry. Sometimes you can have fabulous chemistry with someone and then everything else about them is off. So sometimes that's difficult, you know, because you sit there and go, oh my God, the chemistry is off the charts, but, right? I hear it in the comments all the time, you know. Sometimes the chemistry is amazing and it lasts, but sometimes it burns out. So, you know, especially when you start to learn about them and realize they're not invested. They're only invested in you for the physical. They're focused on the wand. They're focused on self. Very selfish, very self-centered. And that's where I feel like you're going to just feel it. And it's possible, too, the chemistry is just off. Okay. Yeah. And I think if you invest in this, I do think you're going to regret it. In fact, you're going to figure them out so fast, they're going to regret it. You're going to take a different offer. Yeah. You got somebody more reliable, someone who's going to offer you something solid here. So multiple opportunities, but one of them is definitely a big no-no. I don't even think I need to tell you at this point. I feel like you're just going to feel it. You're just going to know. But I feel the energy of focusing on your money, career, things like that. I feel like, you know, it's having a comfortable home. You're taking care of yourself. You're feeling very independent. So that's why I feel like you're more focused on that right now. But like I said, if the right person comes in that's compatible, you know, you may go for it. Because I can see a solid offer, the start of something here. Something quite lovely, too. I don't think it's going to rush towards a commitment anytime soon. I just see dating. I definitely see this person dating you, picking you up. I don't think they're being ruled by their emotions either. Okay. And that's, I feel like yourself. You're not really ruled by your emotions. You're not in that energy right now. Yeah. But if you find someone compatible, definitely, you know, you're not compromising and bending over backwards to please somebody. I feel like you're, you know, it's been there, done that. You've been the people pleaser. You've been the nurturing and loving and caring person. I don't think you're in that energy. I feel like you've gone through a lot of change. Finance definitely looks like it's changing. I see you being very passionate about your money, the things that you invest in. I do think there's something you're going to invest in. It may take a little bit of time to pay off or to, you know, come to fruition here. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So I do see a little break. Yeah. I do see a little bit of a break. Some of you have been taking a break from love here. Definitely. Clearing out negative thoughts and energy here. Yeah. Anyone who comes towards you, I do think you're going to kind of sleep on it. You're not going to make any rush decisions where you just leap into things. Even if you get an invitation with someone who seems right, I do think you're going to sleep on it before you accept any invitations as well. But someone's going to offer you something solid. I actually feel like you could even get a new job here. Do sleep on it. Clear your head before you make a decision on that too. Make sure it's right. It's something you really
make sure
love
y'all hit
and
that
want
thumbs
to
up
do.
button.
Could be just something creative that you may be doing at home, you know. That could really turn into something. It could actually change your whole world. But that's why I feel like you're really passionate about something here too. If you are a creative type, definitely this is your reading. that you're doing something you love. But I feel you're in definitely in an independent energy right now. Yeah, you have all the tools you need. So it's telling you you have everything you need to manifest what you want. I do think you're mastering. Yeah, this is interesting. Mastering that Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups energy. Very nice. Yeah. You're more busy manifesting money right now, but eventually I feel like you're going to get ready to go have some fun, be a little bit more playful, because I feel like you're, the focus on the finances and spending a lot of time alone doing your thing here. With that Fool, eventually you're going to want to have some fun. Okay, it's like all work, no play kind of energy for a while.
Make me a dog girl.
As you move into the new year. Yeah. I do think you got a person who's coming in, somebody who I feel probably attractive. I do think there'll be definitely a physical attraction. But see, yeah, so we got two single people here. I think you've got this person. I definitely see that Virgo energy coming back around, but it doesn't have to be. This very well could be yourself, taking care of yourself, very independent. See, there's something here with your world changing. Enjoying the fruits of your labors here. I think you're just chilling out here. But it's when you kind of least expect it. See, a little bit of a break, a little bit of a pause. See, and then you're ready to go down a new path. I feel this person's going to approach you somewhere. Oh yeah, you're also leveling up to the Empress energy. Some of you are already there. Others of you you're all on different paths here. So it's all about your path, but you're making better choices. I do see that Empress energy. See a lot of creative energy. Now, whether you realize this or not, if you are a creative person, or maybe you think you're not, believe it or not, you actually have all the tools, the information to manifest what it is you want. You could change your whole world here. Okay. Yeah, I can see a single person with that Empress energy. But somebody.
Hello there, Capricorn. Okay, we're going to do a quick read for you. Let's see what's happening. Okay, we have the Magician. And we have the Two of Coins and the Four of Swords. So to me, the Magician's Aries, Aquarius energy. You're manifesting something here, trying to balance things out, trying to juggle things. And you're also going to be taking a little bit of breather here, maybe finally to getting a break from working so hard. And because you're getting into your independence now. Coming to a lot of money, you're coming in maybe to, some people might even be single at this time if they weren't before. Why is the Magician here for Capricorn? We have here, there's a Page of Wands, someone's coming communication. Here we have the Emperor coming into your power here. And also we have the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Again, we're taking a breather here. Okay, let's see. Let's get a charm on the Page of Wands. We have airplane. Someone flying to see you. Someone coming from a distance. Someone wants to talk to you really bad here. Let's see about this Page of Wands. Okay, and then we have the Emperor here. You're being large and in charge and taking control here. I really feel like this is your energy. And we also have the Queen of Wands. Someone could be very attracted to you here, and they're just seeing you as, I don't know, they're just very attractive. You're very attractive this time. Love at first sight, it looks like, maybe even. Queen of Wands. There's something about your look that is really appealing to this person. And of course, you're doing quite well here. So I don't think it's because of that, because I don't think they know if you're ever doing well. Let's see. What else? What else? Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision. You don't know what to do. Page of Cups. Someone else is coming in with a love offer. Okay, so there's a couple love offers coming in here. And it might have something to do with work, too. Let's see about this Page of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. We have a little Scotty. So this could be someone named Scotty. Also, it could be something to do with loyalty, friendship. There might be a friend that is actually going to offer you a cup here. It might be someone that is going to actually, this has been a burden on this person. They don't know what to do, how to say this, but I think someone that actually felt that you guys are friends, they don't want to ruin the relationship, might feel more than friendship towards you. Okay, let's see. Page of Cups. And it could be someone at your work, too. Okay. Someone's trying to heal a situation, too. Maybe of Three Swords, maybe a third-party situation. That could be happening, too, for some of you. Okay, why is there Two of Swords here? Someone's stuck. They don't know how to do this. Someone really does have very strong feelings for you. They might be a close friend, and they don't know how to tell you if they feel stuck. They're going to come with an offer, though. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, there might be, if they're at work, maybe they'll offer you something as far as work, an opportunity here to be closer to you, to be around you more. Let's see, Page of Pentacles. What about this 10 of Wands, which is the end to burdens? Why is that here? Ooh, someone else is coming in here, too. You're getting a lot of attention, Capricorn. Someone else is coming in here with an offer, and they're coming from a different direction. They're coming in quick, though. And we have here, what is this? Oh, it's 2. That's why. Oh, wow. This person's serious. They have the anchor, and they have the infinity symbol with diamonds. Yeah, this person wants they see long-term here. They're coming in very quick, too. Okay, so now, and maybe they've been patient and waiting for the right time here. And now they see the time because they might see that you're getting attention from others. They don't want to lose out on this opportunity. So what else we have here for Capricorn? What else? Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Coins, and the Hanging Man. Okay, there's a tower. Something's going to shock you. Something's going to come out of the blue. All of a sudden, there's something that changes, or there's some kind of surprise, or maybe this person coming confessing their love is going to surprise you. But someone feels remorse, regret. They feel like they lost something here. And 5s are changes too. And of course, we got the Tower, which changed. And Tower is Aries, Scorpio energy. This Knight of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have a seashell. This person could live at the ocean, or like to go to the ocean, or something with the beach, or something about with this conch shell, how you can listen to it and hear the ocean. Might be something to do with that, if that makes any sense to you guys. Let's see, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, but someone's been waiting for the right time to do something here. Have the Hangman here twice, Pisces energy. I think someone's been very patient and just waiting, and or someone had to wait for something, and maybe the reason why they had to wait is it's you or someone else to see things in a different perspective. Now, what about this 5 of Cups? We have the Page of Cups coming in with a love offer. Oof. Okay. Someone that has a lot of regret and remorse. They regret something that happened here in the past, that they lost these 3 cups with you. They might surprise you here, too. They want growth. Okay, Page of Cups. Now, why do we have this Knight of Coins here? Someone's trying to juggle something, or trying to make a decision, or trying to figure out what's the best way to do something. Maybe they're trying to juggle their finances, or trying to do something here. Trying to make something work. And someone is hiding their emotions here. Pisces energy is very strong. We have the Hangman and the Moon. And someone's hanging on to you. They're not letting go. Okay, let's see what else we have here for Capricorn. What else do we have here for Capricorn? Let's see. Oh, there goes the Knight of Pentacles again. Slow and steady. Okay, we have here. What is this? A rabbit. Okay, now I think they're going to leap at the chance. They're thinking that now it's an opportunity. Now they can do something. So they're coming in. There was a painful ending, and now someone might have to end something to get their independence in order to come towards you. Now that's what they had to wait for. They had to wait for maybe to end a relationship in order to come your way. So they're tying up loose ends. Okay, now we have the King of Pentacles. This knight could be becoming a king. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, we have here a rhino. Okay, this one's going to charge ahead. This one's going to push right through. If there's other people around you, they're pushing right through. Okay. What else do we have here? Ooh, the Lovers. Gemini energy. And someone's being sneaky. Someone's trying to get away with something. 7 of Swords. But they get caught. They're under moonlight. They're dropping the feathers here. And someone is going to squeal on them. So someone's not getting away with anything here. I'm trying to be sneaky. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Destiny. Woo, 2 of Cups. Okay, I think this King of Pentacles, I don't know. I think that's the one that's going to win your heart here. Because this one's determined. And look at all these nice cards that come around this person. They want long-term commitment, and they're very financially stable too. And here, this balancing out here, this choice, you're going to have, you got a lot of choices coming in, but this feels more comfortable here. She's actually feeling like she's balancing this, not really no big deal here. It's just like, okay, I'm going about it. This one looks like it's a little harder. This one definitely feels like it's easier. That makes sense. Okay, let's see here. Why do we have the Knight of Pentacles? What's going on with that? We have intruder, lust, is it, change. Okay, so an intruder is going to change something. And maybe someone wants to know if this person is just coming in, or are they just coming in for lust? Okay, let's do about the Page of Wands. What's going on with the Page of Wands? We have here unknown, money, love. Okay, unknown, something about love for money, love. Let me get a clarifier on the money here. And we have here for the money, this is a jewelry store. So maybe someone's buying you jewelry and you don't know where they got the money from. It might be expensive jewelry because they love you, but they're bringing, I don't know, take that how it resonates. If it resonates, if you get jewelry from this person, that's the Page of Wands. Let's see, what about the Queen of Wands here? We have a Tower, Scorpio, Aries energy. Something suddenly comes in. Someone's suddenly going to contact you and surprise you. And we have later, and you're going to be very excited later. Maybe not right away because you're going to be shocked. But later, after they contact you, you're going to be excited. Okay. Okay, what about this King of Pentacles? We have future, memories. Okay, feeling memories for the future. Wait, no. Future. Okay, they have memories and they're going to have feelings in the future, or future. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to make sure I get these all done and rearrange them how it makes sense to you. What about this Page of Cups here? We have apart. Ooh, a Tower. Okay, something suddenly breaks you guys apart and maybe exposes something here. The Tower is Aries Scorpio energy. Something suddenly is going to happen that maybe exposes something or breaks something apart, or something happens here. Let's see about this Page of Pentacles. We have serious, family, breakup. Oh, thinking. Okay, someone's seriously thinking. That's what's probably, maybe this is what's going together here. That some family broke you guys up. Okay, what about Page of Cups? Where you broke you up with somebody here. We have immature, eventually sexual. Okay, or maybe someone was eventually, or was sexually immature. No, I don't know. You guys figure that one out. Let's see. What about this Knight of Swords? We have finish after phone call. Ooh, someone might call you and that'll be it. So someone's going to call, and after that you might figure that this is over. Whatever they say, it might just upset you and say, forget you. Let's see. What about the Knight of Pentacles? We have here message, truth, instigate. So someone's going to send you, going to instigate something with a message of truth. Alrighty. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm trying to get all these done because there is a storm coming, and I also want to spend time with my family for the holidays. So I just want to make sure I do give you a quick little reading here. So I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys. And I just want to say I love you guys, and thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Hi, my lovely Capricorns. Looking a big Empress EqG, where we get into your energy and your energy. Okay, how am I really doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome and welcome back to all my lovely Capricorns. Thank you for being here. But before we get into anything, happy birthday, my loves. Happy birthday to you. I hope this solar year brings you nothing but blessings and joy and peace, okay? Because you truly, truly do deserve it. So happy birthday. Let's get into it. This is going to be their current feelings. Let's see how the person who is currently on your mind, how they feel about you. Let's get into it. But before we do that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Show your girl some love, okay? Especially if it resonates. Claim what you want. Do not claim what you don't want. Take what resonates, and whatever doesn't resonate, leave the rest, okay? So before we get into it, I am going to tap into your energy with my sound bowl. I'm also going to clear the energy space one more time because I always do prior to the reading, okay? This might be a little loud, so if you want to lower down your volume, now is your time. Oh, and then all that information is always in the description box below, okay? That is my official contact information. Anyone who looks like a spammer or a robot, whatever the case may be, in my comments that is not me, please make sure you always verify that it's actually me, because I do comment back. I do talk to you guys. So it could definitely be me, but I would never ask you, like, under the comments to find me on WhatsApp or purchase a personal reading. Like, I always just say it in my messages, and then you guys know where to find me because you guys have been finding me just fine, okay? So do not get mixed up with those scammers, okay? Let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. All right, now. Because I've been seeing the scammers lately. I've been seeing the little robots in my comments pretending to be me. But just always double check, okay? I wouldn't want none of you guys to be wasting your time or your precious money on someone who is not me, okay? A scammer. We don't want that. So return to sender, all of those vibes. Oh yeah, happy holidays. I'm always coming through on the holidays. So if you celebrate the holidays, if you're in the States, Merry Christmas to you, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate, okay? You see me, very festive. Your girl is giving Mrs. Claus with my little jingle bell on top. So let's get into it. Let's see how your person is currently feeling, Capricorn. Let's get into their mind. How is the person who is on Capricorn's mind? How do they currently feel? 3 more shuffles, and I'm going to pull. Okay. Seems like this person doesn't want to be selfish towards you anymore, Capricorn. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. I feel like if this person was very selfish with their energy, their emotions, their feelings towards you, expressing themselves or showing it, right? I feel like it's kind of both. I feel like this person couldn't have really showed you how they felt or expressed to you. This person just wasn't showing any of their love languages towards you. And I definitely feel that they want to change that. This person no longer wants to be selfish with this 9 of Cups in reverse. So if they wasn't giving to you in any way or withholding their energy, they definitely want to do the opposite now. The 9 of Wands. But they're like kind of defensive right now. This person is on defense. With the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands upright. This person is definitely a little defensive right now. Let's see. We have the High Priestess. Either because you're not talking to them, like you have blocked them, you have gone completely quiet. They don't know how to really feel about it. You also could have ghosted them, or they did this to you. They're the one who has went silent. They're the one who has probably ghosted you or stopped communicating with you. They like pulled back all of their energy, but they're still defensive. The energies we have is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag. And the High Priestess is Cancer energy. So you definitely could be dealing with a Cancer. This person, oh. Yeah, I feel like it was you, Capricorn. We have the Death card. You definitely could be dealing with a Scorpio. You definitely could be dealing with a Scorpio. I feel that, okay, I'm getting a couple of things. This person has to change their selfish and defensive ways. I feel like this is something that this person needs to change. They need to stop being so defensive and so selfish towards you. I feel like this is something they want to change. But if anything, the only thing that they can change right now is the selfishness part. So they can express themselves more, you know, show you more emotions and things like that, and just show you how much they care. But they're still defensive, so it's going to be hard. And they're probably defensive because they feel wrong. They feel wrong from pulling back, you know, being selfish, being defensive, but they feel wrong for either ghosting you, you know, or, you know, not talking to you. Like this person has been holding back, so they could feel, you know, guilty about that. And this is why they're defensive, because they're like, okay, this is someone who doesn't, like, to me, they're not taking accountability. Like they know that they have to change in some type of way, especially with this Death card, because things have definitely possibly came to an end between you guys, or it's going to come to an end. They know this is going to happen because of what they are doing. So if this person right now, right, if this is, because this is their current feeling. So right now, you know, they could have been selfish, but now they're like, okay, I'm going to be less selfish. But one thing that they're not stopping is being so defensive towards you. And I feel like this person is going to let you in, but not too much. Like this person is going to express to you a little something, but they're not going to say everything that they need to say, or, you know, express themselves fully. They're still going to be holding back in some way, because with the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands, I feel like this person is going to be holding back. Like as much as they want to get out of this selfish energy, like they're going to be holding back. They're still going to be holding back. And I feel like they know if they continue to hold back, that things are going to come to an end, or because they've been holding back and being selfish, things have came to an end. But they want a new beginning with you. They know that you bring stability. You offer stability. You are a very stable person, a very grounded person with this Ace of Pentacles. This person wants a new beginning with you. They definitely want something new. It's like they want to come out of the dark with this Death card, and they want something new. Like I want a new beginning. But it's like, how can a new beginning happen if this person is still defensive? They're still holding back from you. There's something that they're either withholding from you, or they're just holding their energy back in general. But this person is just very defensive. They're holding back. So how could they want something new? Justice card. This person knows that if they continue to hold back, they could also be a Libra. They also could be a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn like yourself. But this person knows with this Justice card, if they keep holding back, then something that they don't want to happen, which is things coming to an end or things staying the way it is if you guys have ended, that it's going to stay like that. Like if they do not change their ways, they don't express themselves, like there's not going to be a new beginning in between you two. Things are either going to end or they already have ended, and it's going to stay that way with the Justice card. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This person is not putting in the work. This person is not putting in the work with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They're not. Like, they want to do something. Like, they want to stop being selfish. They want to, you know, that's it. That's the only thing they want to do, is stop being selfish towards you, because this person is going to continue to be very either distant, you know, or aloof, just very defensive, not expressing themselves. Like, the change that they need to make, they're not going to do. And because they're not going to make that change, they can't put in the work. Because the only way that change can happen is if they put in the work. And this person is not going to put in the work with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. They're not. They're not going to do what they have to do to get to the Ace of Pentacles. If it was upright, that would have told me that they're going to put in the work. They're going to change how they act towards you. They're going to show you more love, express how they feel towards you, you know, be more passionate, you know, just express themselves. I feel like this person could be a very silent, like aloof type of person. But in reverse, it's telling me that they're not going to change. So that, you know, that new beginning that they want with you, it's looking slim. Yeah, everything that they're going to give you to try to change the circumstances of how you guys are now is going to be very little. If anything, you're going to feel like this person is breadcrumbing you with this Page of Pentacles. This person still has a lot to learn. Like, they have a lot to learn. They do with this Page of Pentacles. They want to offer you something, but it's very little. It's not the big change that they need to make. And this is why it's like they're not putting in that work. Like, yeah, I could literally say the only thing they want to stop doing right now at this moment is stop being selfish towards you. That's one step, one very little step, but there's other things that they have to change that they're not doing. And the 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's nothing to celebrate. This person feels like there's nothing to celebrate. You guys possibly could have been wanting to celebrate the holidays together, but you are not. You're not coming together. You're not talking to this person or anything. Like, they know if they don't change their ways, or basically if they don't change their ways, that nothing's gonna change in between you two. If they don't put in the work to change their defensive, aloof, just distant, defensive ways, I don't know if I said that twice, it's not gonna happen. Either the ending of this connection is coming or it has already ended, but that new beginning is just something that you can't want a reward and a celebration for giving very little. You can't want to be celebrated for that. You can't expect a new beginning from a little change. Like, this person is expecting a lot from a little bit. They're like, oh, if I give Capricorn this little bit, like real breadcrumb type of energy. They're like, oh, if I give Capricorn this little bit, they'll change their mind. Can you guys hear my bell? They'll come around or something like that. Let's see. Let's get some cards from here. And then I kind of do want to see how this person sees you, and then what advice Spirit has for you. But let's see what we can get from the Love Oracle. Text message. So yeah, if you're not in communication with this person, they definitely want to contact you. They want to finally speak up. Mystery. I feel like both of you guys. You definitely feel like this person is a mystery because they do not show much. High Priestess, she ain't doing much. She ain't saying much. You could definitely feel like this person's a mystery. You don't even know. They haven't even expressed yet that they want to change their selfish ways. I feel like even if they do contact you, that is not something they're going to say straight up like, hey, I want to stop being selfish towards you. That is not what they're going to say. But they could say it is a mystery. The outcome between you guys is a mystery to this person. But they still do have very strong romantic feelings for you. They do. They have very strong romantic feelings for you. They want to reunite with you. They want to get back in that lovey-dovey type of energy with you. But they're the one who has created this distance. Because of them, this has came to an ending. So not too sure what this person wants from you, but okay. Like, how much can you want if you're not doing nothing?
Right.
Let's see how they view you. I want to get one card for how they view you versus how you really feel right now, right? Because how they view you could be different from how you truly feel. How does how does this person view Capricorn? What do they think Capricorn's feelings are? That you're done. You want to leave their ass in the cold. You want shit to stay how it is. 5 of Coins energy. That you're done. Like, they feel that you don't give a hoot's ass. Okay, you do not care. about making this work. You don't. You rather leave this person in the cold. You don't care. They feel and they view you as someone who doesn't care. I mean, why would you care? They're the one who obviously, got you to this stage that you guys are at. We have the Chariot, so more Cancer energy. Some of you guys could definitely be dealing with the Cancer.
What's up, Bronze
with the
Flat Power
Chariot,
God? Happy holidays.
This person could also view you as moving on, Capricorn. You don't
Hope you're
care,
doing
and
well
you
today.
are moving on. They feel like you do not give a damn. Okay, they feel like Capricorn does not care. Capricorn is moving on fast too. They feel like you're moving on fast, like you're done, like you're moving past this. You're literally moving on. You do not care, and you're moving on. That's how they think you feel. Now let's see how you really feel. Oh, I think that's someone at my door. Hi guys, sorry about that. I'm back. So yeah, this person feels that you don't care and you are moving on. This is how they view you right now, that you do not give a damn, okay, and you are moving on. But let's see how you are really feeling, Capricorn. How's my Capricorn truly feeling about this person and this situation? I mean, what do they expect though? The way they were treating you, like I feel like this person was just pushing you away, being so selfish, only thinking about themselves. And this is why you're being selfish. I feel like with this Five of Pentacles, they kind of view you as being selfish now. Like you have taken all your energy back. You're not giving. There's nothing to give. You don't want to give. Let's see. 3 more shuffles. You are moving on, or you're trying to move on, or you already have moved on. How Capricorn truly feels. Yeah, you feel like all the hard work that you have put in with this 8 of Coins has literally been so painful. It has been painful because you have been trying to give to someone that clearly wasn't giving to you. Like this person wasn't giving to you. They weren't trying to. They were being very selfish. They were only thinking about themselves, only thinking about their emotions, on top of being selfish, being very defensive towards you, probably being very fiery towards you as well. So probably, just causing unnecessary drama, and then being aloof, being like just like giving you that I don't care energy, and you feel like you have put in enough work, a lot of work. You continuously try to make something work, even though it was hurting you. So being with this person is like you were trying to make things work so bad and so much, and it was hurting you, and you're just like, you see no point. So you are moving on. Yeah. Crazy. This person had the 6 of Wands in reverse. To them, there's nothing to celebrate, but you are celebrating. You have the 6 of Wands upright. You are celebrating. Moving on from this person is making you feel free, making you feel like you have accomplished something. You feel like you have achieved, moving past something that just was bringing you down. And you feel hella good right now, Capricorn. You feel good, okay? With this 6 of Wands upright, you feel good. Yes, you did put in a lot of work. Yes, it was painful, but moving away from this person and ending things has you feeling 100% better. Like you feel good now. You definitely feel good. You're in a better energy, a better space than this person. Yeah, this person is still sneaky, but they're also strategizing. They feel defeated. They do feel defeated. But they're also strategizing on how to come towards you, but they're stuck. So as much as they strategize, they're still stuck. We have the Hangman. We have the 5 of Swords, both upright. Pisces energy, Aquarius energy. But yeah, this person has definitely did things to self-sabotage this connection. They know this. They know that they have to make a change. But they also have to surrender this. They have to surrender this connection because they know that you are done. Like this person is looking back at you like you guys have been at war, and now you're walking away and they're looking back like, oh wait, you're done. You're done fighting over me. Like you're really done. Like this person's like, you're really done. Like you're done, fighting with me, fighting for this. And you're like, yeah, and that has them stuck. They're like, wow, like, I really know the Capricorn's not coming back around. But let's see what the advice is from Spirit. They are stuck. They're going to continue to be stuck. They might shoot you a message, but only when they're honestly in their feelings. I feel like that message is going to come through. Other than that, they are looking at you as someone who is walking away. You're done. You don't really care for this. You don't. You have been more hurt in this situation than they have, and I don't really know if they understand that. You feel good now, but in this connection, you just didn't feel appreciated. You didn't feel heard. You didn't feel wanted. Wow, the Page of Pentacles, and again, the Page of Pentacles is your advice. This is Virgo energy. I definitely feel with this Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, you do have the green light from the universe to invest invest little by little into new things, new opportunities. So when people come towards you and they want to talk to you, they want to get to know you, they want to date you, invest into these people, but at a small percentage of you. Like, don't give too much. Don't do too much. Don't overwork yourself so you won't ever put yourself in a predicament where you feel that you are putting in all the work and you're getting absolutely nothing out of it. Spirit doesn't want that for you. So Spirit wants you to go towards new things for sure. Like, give new people an opportunity. Give new people a chance, but don't give so much. Don't give so much to these new situations until you feel like, of course you can, but off, the beginning, off just meeting them, no, we're not giving them everything. We're not showing them all of our cards. You're not going to go the route that you went with this person. So if that resonates with you, show you guys some love, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Again, happy birthday. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Here, so it's all about your path, but you're making better choices. I do see that Empress energy. See a lot of creative energy. Now, whether you realize this or not, if you are a creative person, or maybe you think you're not, believe it or not, you actually have all the tools, the information to manifest what it is you want. You could change your whole world here. Okay. Now, I can see a single person with that Empress energy, but somebody here actually sees you as that Empress. This is the birth of something new. So I feel focusing on your money may be a good thing, because sometimes, that's all it takes is to sort of focus on you, your house and home, making yourself feel comfortable, making things cozy, whatever it is, while you are manifesting and getting ready for love again. Because I do see it coming. I see a new person. So see if we can find out something more about this person. Yeah, see, I see a house, a home, a reason to celebrate, a solid financial foundation. Some of you might even be putting a down payment on a new home. Okay, I see that. And it's interesting with this Leo energy.
This is Audible.
Audible Studios presents The Complete Guide to Astrology, Understanding Yourself, Your Signs, and Your Birth Chart. Written by Louise Eddington. Performed by Lisa Wilson. Visual aids found in the print edition of this book are available to you as a downloadable PDF. This file can be accessed in your library section along with the audio. Thank you. Introduction. Complete Guide to Astrology, Understanding Yourself, Your Signs, and Your Birth Chart is written for everyone from beginner to advanced practitioners and students. In this book, I endeavor to cover a wide range of information in an accessible and inclusive way. See the astrological chart as a blueprint of potential and possibility. You will never find me saying that any sign or placement is all good or all bad. And I believe that it is always possible to find a way through any challenges or blocks to growth, evolution, and compatibility. This book is written from that approach. We are nuanced, and we all have the ability to consciously approach how we navigate our cosmic blueprint. That said, I do not use spiritual override. That is, use spiritual practices to sidestep unresolved issues or wounds, as I prefer to take a firm look at the shadow and how that shadow can be healed or integrated rather than bypassed. I now invite you to look at the subject of gender differently. Astrological language has traditionally been binary, using male and female and masculine and feminine labels. Yet our astrological chart, or cosmic blueprint, contains every planet and sign, and therefore they are all within each of us. The astrological chart does not show gender, so neither does this book. I focus on the whole person and their characteristics, removing binary identifiers entirely. The content of this book will give you a thorough grounding in key foundational areas of astrology and takes a radically different approach to astrological language as we come to understand that the planetary bodies and signs are innately non-binary in nature. Throughout this book, I integrate the terms day and night to replace masculine male and feminine female, respectively, as the two terms are less limiting. This is a concept that was used by the ancients and that loosely aligned with masculine and feminine for them. I will say more on this in Chapter 1. I would like to thank astrologer Jason Hawley for introducing me to this concept and the work of Robert Hand and Brian Clark for helping me expand upon it. The concepts of day and night allow us to take a more humanistic approach to the inner landscape of the soul. Therefore, although this book is partly an instruction manual to help you interpret your chart, it's also asking you to take a more radical and non-binary approach to the language of astrology. Part 1. The building blocks of astrology. In Part 1, we'll be taking a brief look at the history of astrology, where astrology is today, and how to look at the language of astrology in a new way. We'll also be covering some of the basic building blocks of the astrological chart and how you can start to interpret yours. Chapter 1. An astrological foundation. For millennia, astrology has been used to predict events. More recently, people have begun using astrology as a tool for personal development and growth, seeking insight into their personal patterns, limiting beliefs, and potential. Astrology can help us live in alignment with the elements and cycles of nature, choose optimum timing for everything from farming to relationships to work life, and engage in psychological exploration and past life lessons. Astrology can help us heal our disconnection with the natural cycles of the universe and live in harmony with the cosmic cycles as they work within us. At its highest level, astrology is a tool that brings each of us into a higher spiritual connection with the universe and the cycles of the universe, helping us make conscious choices to live up to our highest potential. My approach to consciousness is humanistic and psychological, and the inner landscape is my focus. We each have every planet and sign working within our soul consciousness. The language of astrology has inadequately expressed that up until now. Times are changing, and so must the language of astrology. Why does astrology work? That's an eternal question, but my response is that it's based on thousands of years of observation. Even though it has been through periods of decline, humanity has always returned to the study of astrology because skilled interpretation of the movements of the cosmos provides answers to the meaning and cycles of life. What is astrology? Astrology is an ancient science that uses observation of the planetary cycles and movements over time to record patterns and events triggered by the movement of the cosmos. As the moon's cycles so clearly affect the Earth's tides, menstrual and other biorhythmic cycles, and emotional energies, the other cosmic bodies, luminaries, planets, asteroids, and beyond work within us as well. Everything in the universe is connected, a fact long known by astrologers, but now being recognized by scientists using quantum mechanics, which suggests that every atom affects other atoms. In quantum physics, everything is made of waves and particles and works according to entanglement theory, which suggests that no particle is entirely independent. In a nutshell, everything in the universe works together, and the movements of the cosmic bodies activate energy within us and the natural world. In other words, we are entangled with the entire universe. All the energies intertwine in an intricate dance of planetary magic and science, and the language of astrology interprets that dance. The roots of astrology go back thousands of years. Archaeologists have found evidence that humans may have tracked lunar cycles from the earliest of times, such as cave paintings marked with lunar cycles. Some of this evidence may date back as far as 30,000 BCE. Astrology is often said to be based on calendrical systems, but I would suggest that calendrical systems are based on the movement of the cosmic bodies. The earliest calendars were based on the movement of the sun, the star Sirius, the Egyptian calendar, or the moon, Greek calendar. In other words, witnessing and recording the planetary cycles came first, and then calendrical systems came from the movement of the cosmos. This means that astrology is at the root of all our lives. Astrology has evolved over thousands of years, and there are several different astrological disciplines, including but not limited to Vedic, Jyotish Vidya, or Hindi astrology, which is based on the sidereal zodiac rather than the tropical zodiac used by Western astrology. Chinese astrology, which is based on a 12-year cycle. Hellenistic astrology, which is a Greco-Roman tradition practiced from the 1st century BCE until the 7th century CE and currently experiencing a revival. And modern Western astrology, which is my own practice and is based on the tropical zodiac. Western astrology originated from Ptolemaic and Babylonian astrology, which takes a more psychological and developmental approach. Key figures in astrological history include Ptolemy, 2nd century CE, who wrote one of the key astrological texts, the Tetrabiblios. Carl Jung, 1875 to 1961, who was a pioneer in using astrology in the field of psychology. Alan Leo, 1860 to 1917, often called the father of modern astrology, and one of my personal favorites, Dane Rudhyar, 1895 to 1985, who coined the term humanistic astrology and helped pioneer modern astrological practices. This book is based on the modern Western tradition. However, all traditions have validity and only differ in their approach. Some being more predictive, such as Vedic, and some taking a more personal growth or psychological approach. Modern Western astrology is centered on creating a chart or horoscope that is cast for a specific time, date, and place using the tropical zodiac, which is based on the symbolic relationship between the Earth and the Sun. The tropical zodiac divides the ecliptic into 12 equal parts of 30 degrees each, the signs, and is oriented to the seasons, with the zodiac beginning on the vernal equinox, when the sun moves into Aries. The ecliptic is an imaginary line or plane in the sky that marks the apparent annual path of the sun along which eclipses occur. Astrology's historical origins. Apart from the early evidence of the tracking of lunar cycles in cave paintings and on bones, the recorded history of astrology really began with the Sumerians in Mesopotamia 6,000 years ago, who noted the movements of the cosmos, as well as Vedic or Jyotish astrology, which began at least 5,000 years ago in India. From around 2400 to 331 BCE, the Babylonians, also known as the Chaldeans, created the zodiac wheel with planets, the 12 houses representing areas of life and development. After Alexander the Great conquered the Babylonians, the Greeks further developed astrology, giving the planets and zodiac signs their modern names. In 140 CE, Ptolemy published Tetrabiblios, which contained planets, houses, aspects, and angles, all techniques astrologers still use to this day. Over the centuries, the study and use of astrology waxed and waned in the West. But it flourished in the Middle Ages, when it was a part of mathematics, astronomy, and the medical world. There were royal astrologers, and the oldest universities had astrology chairs. As the church gained power, astrology began to decline. The Age of Reason, including the Protestant Chapter 3.
Oh, shoot.
The sun signs. In this chapter, I will be discussing the 12 sun signs of the zodiac. In contemporary astrology, the sun signs represent our core self and could be said to represent our ego. The sun signs are the part of the self that almost everyone knows and the primary energy that fuels our being. I will provide keywords, technical details such as ruling planet, and some fun facts about each sign. We'll be looking at dualities, night, feminine, yin or day, masculine, yang, in this section. View the signs as an evolution of personal development from birth. Aries to end of life, Pisces so that you can gain a deeper understanding of how the signs work within you.
Capricorn.
We all have energy from every sign within us, no matter what our sun sign is.
Your favorable colors are. This is Audible. Capricorn, the ultimate guide to an amazing zodiac sign in astrology. Written by Chapter 1, an introduction to the Capricorn. Capricorn is the last earth sign among the 12 zodiac signs. It is also considered one of the cardinal signs and is a negative earth sign. The ruling planet on this house is Saturn, and the origin is from the horned goat constellation of Capricornus. You have probably seen it being represented by a goat figure when you check your horoscope or read about zodiacs anywhere. This symbol is a sea goat, a mythological creature with a tail of a fish and a goat's upper body. There is also a relation to Enki, who was the god of wisdom and water for Sumerians. In the mythology of Babylonians and Akkadians, it was later called Ea, and was considered the god of intelligence, magic, creation, and water. The equivalent of Capricorn in Hindu mythology is Makara, and the crocodile represents the sign. The date. If you are born between December 22nd and January 19th, you are a Capricorn. The symbol is the sea goat. Your element, the element is earth. Your polarity is negative. Your ruling house is the 10th house. Your quality is cardinal. Your tarot card is the devil. Your favorable colors are brown, khaki, black, and purple. Colors to avoid are yellow and red. Famous Capricorn celebrities are Michelle Obama, Kate Middleton, Liam Hemsworth, Dolly Parton, Diane Sawyer, Kit Harington, and Denzel Washington. Symbolism and myths associated with Capricorn. The mythology associated with a sea goat representing Capricorn can be traced back to the Bronze Age. For the Babylonians, Ea was a protective god of creation, water, and knowledge. The sea goat also has other associations in Greek mythology. It is linked to Amalthea, the goat that nursed Zeus when he escaped his father's wrath as a baby. Another tale depicts how the broken horn of Amalthea became cornucopia. The cornucopia was a horn filled with the earthly bounties. This zodiac sign is also linked to Prst, who was the father of sea goats. Prst tried to protect the sea goats by turning back time when they wandered onto dry land and lost their ability to think and speak, but he had to give his children up to the wild. Prst then made the constellation of Capricorn and gained an immortal home in heaven. Prst's tale is considered the reason why the melancholic and sad stereotype is associated with most Capricorns. The season. The season of Capricorn begins on December 21st in the Western Zodiac. This is when the winter solstice starts in the Northern Hemisphere. The light and heat from the sun are at their lowest during this time of the year. The length of the night is somewhat greater than that of the day. From the winter solstice, the days start a slow ascent towards the spring equinox as they lengthen. The spring equinox will represent the last and fourth season of the year. The activities of a winter mirror the affinity of a Capricorn for preparedness and resourcefulness. Conservation and hibernation take place for most creatures in this season. The mode. Capricorn is one of the cardinal signs in the zodiac. It holds the elemental energy of leadership and initiation. The beginning of winter marks the Capricorn season when energy and light levels are at their highest. The root of the strong cardinal authority of a Capricorn and their nature is the season's definitive quality. The element. The element associated with Capricorn is earth. It is the most solid and heavy element. Ancient astrologers considered the Earth to be the densest form of all matter. This element represents everything that nature is built of and upon. Without it, there is nothing that could take material form. The affinity of a Capricorn to lead, administrate, and wield material power are all linked to the Earth element and its tangibility. Planetary rulership. Domicile of Saturn. According to classical astrology, Capricorn and Aquarius were both ruled by the planet Saturn. They considered Capricorn the nocturnal resident of this planet. This disciplined and ambitious Earth sign allows the expression and enactment of Saturn's most authoritative and stern functions, being
Because of the way the universe is created, we each of us live in two worlds at the same time, and we have to adjust to both, and both adjustments are difficult. We have to adjust to a material life in which everything seems to be very solid and dense, and most things are rather solid and dense. We also have to live in a world where there are tremendous forces operating that we can't even see. We have to live in the outer life of our own bodies and the inner life of our own souls. And this combination results in a series of extraordinary circumstances that have distinguished human existence from the beginning of time. As a citizen of two worlds, man must try to adjust to both. And this adjustment is not easy. This adjustment is conflicting in its various elements. There are many things we can't understand. There are things about the outer life that do not correspond happily with the inner life. And the internal part of man is constantly locked away from his physical daily existence. But at certain periods of life and certain periods of history, these two worlds have more or less come together. And every year, in a large sense of the word, they meet at the winter solstice. They meet at a time when, for a little while, the inner has domination over the outer. For a little while, man's inner life becomes obvious to him. It is revealed in various ways. It is especially obvious to children who discover, for instance, that there is a way of life that they do not experience in the ordinary problems of growth and schooling. On certain sacred occasions, life becomes a release of affections, regards, and understandings that we are too busy to live with most of the time. So at certain seasons and at certain times in history, these breakthroughs have become terribly important. And at this time especially, anything that we can release from within is going to be important to our happiness and security. Now, this world of the inner is invisible in a sense, and yet there are things happening in it all the time that we are aware of. We do not understand the process of thought. We do not know how we think. And we know there is some divine dispensation behind the fact that we do think. The mental process is very obscure. And it is subject to all kinds of infirmities and all kinds of adulterations and excesses. And yet it springs up from within ourselves. Also, when we were 4 or 5 years old, we had a very serious illness and maybe came very close to death. We paid little attention to that after we reached 40 or 50 years of age, and then suddenly, from some day, for no particular reason, the incident returns perfectly clear. It has been lurking somewhere in memory, and we were not even aware that we did remember until it was jogged into the foreground again by some circumstance. We discover that we have the power to think, to analyze, to examine, to record. We can compose great music. The body doesn't do it. We can also make great art, but the hands are not the artists. Something inside of us that is bigger than our body or our outer life is constantly influencing conduct. We can do all kinds of things to block this higher something. If we find it interferes with economic security, we are apt to deny it. Under certain circumstances, popular opinion gravitates against it, and we become ashamed of being enlightened beings. All these changes are taking place in something that is very real, and yet we can't see it. Also in sleep, we come across a number of interesting circumstances. We enter into a universe that has dimensions, proportions, in which incidents and circumstances occur, in which we are for a time immersed in a kind of phantom civilization or a phantom environment. And we can't but ask ourselves, are these dreams simply imaginings, or do they exist somewhere in the constitution of the individual as factors in his own intrinsic nature? It seems to me that with the study of the esoteric arts and sciences, we are forced to conclude that the invisible universe within us and around us is real, that it is not a phantom, that the various ideas that float through our minds are not just something like a cloud that will be dispersed by the first ray of sunshine. This inner life has a reality of its own. It is a reality that we sometimes retire into while we're still alive, in meditation, in prayer, in spiritual exaltation. It is also a place we hide in when pain and sorrow and misery afflict us. This inner invisible world has rules and laws, dimensions and proportions, just as much as the physical world. And we, in a way, have to live in both of them. We have to always recognize that in an emergency in the outer, we take refuge in the inner. And in a sense, if we have an emergency in the inner, as a neurosis or a fixation of some kind, we seek escape into the outer. If the inner is sick, we can often help it by attacking it through materialistic achievements or accomplishments. We can go to school, we can paint pictures, we can write wonderful books and music, if that helps us to relieve some kind of internal pressure. So where one fails, it turns the job over to the other. And these two work together through the whole long period of life. In some way, many people are convinced that passing over from this world is simply a retirement into this inner life, which suddenly becomes the total habitation. We know also that the imaginations of childhood are sometimes really very consistent and very important. Most children, particularly in the first 4 or 5 years of life, have an extrasensory perception gamut. They see things we do not see. They also have experiences that we cannot explain. Sometime when you are visiting a family that has a newborn baby, it's just beginning to open its eyes and see, look at its eyes when it looks at you. And you will almost always notice that it is looking over your head and not at you. Now, this is not because the muscles are so weak. It's because that child is aware of the magnetic field. It doesn't know what it is, and it's going to forget it ever saw it. But under regressions of one kind or another, the child might be caused to remember why it looked over your head and not at you. This is a common circumstance that most people have recorded in connection with small children. The child also lives in a world which has not yet been contaminated by material realities. It is not bound into the kind of tight package that is going to gradually control it as it gets older. It is still living in a world that is beautiful. It is in a world that political circumstances mean nothing to. It is a pristine creature, a creature that is largely still living in this invisible realm, in the sense that realities, while they're not diagnosed, not analyzed, not described, have a strange inner influence, and the child is looking out from within toward the outside. When it gets older, it must sometimes look from the outside inward to find the source of its own life and its own intelligence and its own security. Now, children have many fables, and grown-up people have fables. And I think we all have to realize that there is no nation, no culture, no civilization that has ever existed that has not had its age of fable. There are all kinds of stories and beliefs and traditions. There are all kinds of mysterious and wonderful legends, and they are now regarded largely as dreams of childhood or handed down from primitive times. But actually, most nations have built upon these fables their psychology of life. Nearly all of the great systems of culture that we know have been established upon folklore. And folklore is sometimes an amazingly accurate thing. Folklore is sometimes an unexplainable but real intervention or involvement of consciousness in some type of symbolism. So symbolism becomes very important in the life of the individual. And symbolism is nearly always the inside telling the outside something. With the physical eyes, we see the flower. With the inner eye of the spiritual rationality, we begin to think about the flower. We don't simply see it as something growing. We feel a mood about it. It becomes something that inclines us to a gracious acceptance. This flower makes us happy. It becomes a symbol of some value or virtues, based merely perhaps upon its shape, its color, or its fragrance. But the inner life estimates these things, while the pure and complete materialist just looks at it and says it's a flower. So the outside sees the form, but somewhere inside we sense a meaning. And this meaning is the basis of symbolism. And this symbolism is based upon man's consciousness and the impact of meaning upon the things around him. So man lives in a world of physical circumstances which are comparatively barren until inner meaning lights them, gives them a luminous quality, makes them important, and makes it possible for them to contribute to our well-being as we go along. Now, among all the legends we have about these things, I think we can compare two systems of legendary that seemingly have a peculiar vitality. One is Buddhism and the other is Christianity. These two are tremendous revelations that from the very beginning had a delicate balance between internal experience and external circumstances. In the Buddhist religion, as it is practiced in about 700 or 800 million homes, in Buddhism, the idea is that all visible things are suspended from invisible causes. And these invisible causes are so very close to us that at any moment they may break through into our visual consciousness. All of the great hierarchies of Buddhism are internal realities. These various supernatural, superphysical beings are not regarded as merely shadows, nor are they accepted as physical literalisms. They are not dated as historical personages. They live in this mysterious inner life of realities. They are powers, they are forces, they are principles. They are reactions to circumstance, and they are the refuge in time of trouble. For the individual in pain or sorrow seeks the consolation of realities, invisible but all-powerful. Now, the same is true in Christianity. The various doctrines and beliefs of Christianity are largely exhibitions or releases of inner realities. They are things that we think of as principles and then clothe them with forms. We give them a dimensional existence, although we realize that it is our own inner eye that sees this in the physical thing. We have an inner perception that looking at an ordinary object no longer sees it as ordinary, but sees it as some kind of a magnificent mystery. In the physical world, things are very profane and prosaic, but in the world of inner realities, everything is wonderful. Everything is miraculous. It is full of supernatural circumstances, because these are always there. But in our material external life, we remove these supernatural experiences and simply accept words, names, titles, and things of this nature in our acceptance of things that happen to us. I think it's very nice to remember maybe a little word from Socrates on this particular point. And Socrates one day was talking to one of his disciples, and he put his hand into the stack of vegetables in a cart, and he pulled out a carrot. And he said to his disciple, "What is this?" Why, he says, "It's a carrot." So Socrates said, "And what is a carrot?" "Why, a carrot's a vegetable." "Yes. And what is a vegetable?" "Well, it's anything that looks like a carrot." Socrates said, "That's fine. Now my ignorance is complete." And this is the problem. In the outer world, we name everything and understand nothing. In the inner life, we do not need any names, because the life in things acts upon our internal faculties. And perhaps this has something to do with Christmas, very definitely, in the dear old image of Santa Claus. Is Santa Claus really a myth? Well, we know that the old St. Nicholas of Myra was a real old bishop. We also know that he became famous all over the world for nearly 1900 years as the leader of generosity. During his own lifetime, it is said that on several occasions he pawned the cups and candlesticks on the altar of his church in order to serve the poor. In any event, he was a nice old gentleman, and he always did his generosities secretly. And he became gradually the symbol of unnamed giving, a giving which was to represent a pure release from the internal, that we gave because we wanted to, and because there was a certain fulfillment that we can't get any other way. We can please the outer life by depositing something in the bank towards our old age security. But we please most the inner life by giving away something, by bestowing happiness or security upon others. Now, it's very possible that the church made a mistake when it decided that St. Nicholas was going to be removed from the calendar of saints. They said they couldn't find him, that there was a question as to whether he ever existed or not. And that is very, very interesting. The mood of the hour seems to suggest that secret giving has gone out of style. We don't want to be responsible to fulfill the image of a myth. In fact, we don't want to particularly fulfill it if it happens to be a fact. So the lack of the true spirit of giving may have something to do with the elimination of the saint. We don't believe in the quality of St. Nicholas. We are not taking money out of our banks or pockets too often to serve some person without their even knowing what we're doing. So the secret giver, which was the St. Nicholas ideal, is sort of in conflict with modern procedures. But on the other hand, what about it? For 18, 19 centuries, man has believed in a certain kind of secret generosity. Now, this has to have an original, and the original is in himself, inside. Therefore, somewhere lurking in the inner reality of things is a mysterious reality called Santa Claus. He doesn't have a long beard, he doesn't wear a red jacket, but he is a principle in us. He is something that is more real than many of the external things with which we become associated. Therefore, when we have to let little children know that there's a question as to whether there is a Santa Claus or not, what we are really telling them is that we no longer believe in this visualization within ourselves. We do not believe in Santa Claus because Santa Claus is not working inside of us. But somewhere in every human being, there is a Santa Claus. It has to be. Because from the beginning, human beings have, in moments at least, served others in need. They have given help to those who are desolated. And they have brought laughter and smiles to little children. And they have become symbols of generosity, which perhaps the child will remember in later time. Now, it's a pity, of course, that this whole procedure has been heavily commercialized. We know that. On the other hand, the instinct to give, the instinct of the secret giver, the instinct of man sensing something which he wants to express and finds difficulty in rationalizing. Now, the secret giver, of course, of all things, is divinity itself. It is the deity that is at the source of existence, that is the bestower. Everything that we have comes from the generosity or the spiritual integrity of a power beyond ourselves. Also, however, this power has a certain astronomical cycle associated with it. And that astronomical cycle, of course, includes the solstices and the equinoxes. The sun, being the symbol, outer symbol of the eternal giver, has been built into hundreds of myths and legends, all of which have the same essential meaning, that the sun is the source of the benevolence of life, and is therefore a proper symbol of the invisible sun within the reality of our spiritual existence, which is the true source of our existence. So the sun in its vernal equinox and its summer solstice moves through the year, and at the winter solstice it is born again. And this winter solstice therefore represents, is physically, symbolically, the return of the sun to the northern hemisphere. Spiritually, factually, within ourselves, this particular experience, this rising annually of the sun, is twofold. First, it does react upon our inner life in the form of increasing vitality.